Voice of Industry.
Voice of Industries.
Damien, welcome to Voice of Industries. I'm very pleased to have you today with us to discuss about how Applexion has harnessed data to drive its strategic growth. This podcast is in a series of 3 about Applexion digital transformation, so you will have more insights in 2 other podcasts. First of all, could you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do at Applexion?
Thank you, Mathieu, for your invitation. I'm Damien, president of Applexion. Applexion is a process engineering company specialized in technologies such as ion exchange, chromatography, and membrane filtration applied for the food and biotechnology sector. We are operating worldwide in Europe, Middle East, Asia, and Americas region. We've been operating for more than 50 years and started our digitalization transformation with strong roots that we got from our history, 20 years history within Novastep Group.
So what I understand is you have a very strong technological background at Applexion, as you mentioned, and these are the roots of your company and its strategy. So today you move towards digitizing your offer and developing new services. Could you explain what are these new services around digitization you have at Applexion?
So we have developed a set of 3 services. The main idea around these services is to support our customers in having the most of their technology, the most of their equipment every day in production.
So really the idea is this approach around data is to give your customers the most value from your equipment.
The most value from our equipment, the most value from their processes in transforming their raw material in end product.
And could you explain to us why this project around data is so strategic for Applexion?
The main idea at the beginning was to bring science in the way we analyze how our technologies is working in order to debottleneck performances of our technologies.
So in a way, does that mean that all this knowledge, all the science that your experts at Applexion have has been transferred in a way in all these digital tools in order to support your customers?
Yes, indeed. This is the aim of it. At every stage of the use of our technologies, from design of the equipment to the daily use of the equipment and to the modernization of an equipment that have been installed probably 10, 20, 30 years ago.
There is one thing I'm really interested is to understand how did this project started in Applexion? What is the genesis of this project?
It's hard to find an exact date related to the genesis of this project, but it's more of a slow maturation during at least 10 years. We were struggling, like probably every equipment manufacturers are, into providing everyday support to our customers on their daily performance and daily troubleshooting. We were struggling for it because when a problem arises from a customer and the customer calls you, it's always on an urgent mode matter and with very scarce amount of data. And there is no magic trick in order to put back an equipment into production. So we were struggling into finding an elegant way of working, while in the meantime, Novastep had developed for pharmaceutical industry a huge expertise in modelizing our technologies through data experience and algorithm experience.
So in fact, this project is at the end of a long maturation process where you built all this knowledge about your process and you were able to do kind of a digital twin of your process.
Exactly. 10 years ago, we started to try to apply this knowledge that was developed for pharmaceutical industry to our food and biotechnology field of application. It was quite a long journey to make this robust and very accurate. But today we have this field of expertise and we have the right support in order to bring digital services on a daily basis to our customers.
Perfect. I think one aspect is I would say the people who are listening to us are interested in is how did you make this journey between having your expertise and having new digital services around this expertise? So how did you do that at Applexion, and what were the different approach you tried, and finally, how did you get there?
So the first way of doing this is trying. You need to try and try and try. And we tried several routes, several ways. And the success of it is, in fact, the combination of the different successes from these different trials. We tried it on the R&D side in order to best design our system and to make this internally. We also tried it through the development of smart controllers that we were using at some customers that were willing to participate to these trials. Very nice success technically, but not robust enough to our experience in order to make this offering more general. In the meantime, what we also observed is that the industry itself was evolving and was coming on the market solutions that could be the support of our offering of our services to our customers. And OE Analytics from Optimistic is clearly the best one for it.
Thank you. Having completed this project, how digitalization has changed the way you interact with your customers and the way your customers see Applexion?
That was, in fact, very interesting to observe. We instantly jumped into their production, their daily production environment. When you are, as an equipment and technology provider, you are quite intimately working with them on the investment phase of their projects, from R&D to project management and the construction of the equipment. But quite seldom in the daily phase, the daily operation of their equipment that will last for decades. When presenting to them this new offering, we saw a great interest and motivation for them to open their doors in their daily production environment and daily production struggles in which we are working together with them to find solutions.
It changed the way you interact with your customers. Did it also change the way you work internally at Applexion? Did that change your organization in a way?
It is changing. Again, it's not an immediate shift that we are seeing. It's more of a slow maturation, but it is changing. It has completely changed already the way we are making our R&D, and it is today changing the quantity and type of services that we are making with our customers. We have also to change our organization for sales activity, for example. We have now teams more focused on project phase with our customers and teams that will be every day with our customers on their daily production challenges.
So you already see some organization change to support these new services.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Having said that, do you see any impact of your position regarding your competition, thanks to these new offers?
It's a bit hard to say because Applexion has always had quite unique positioning relating to these technologies with two activities. One activity related to the design and manufacturing of the equipment, and another activity with service and consumable supplies, which is something rather unique in the market. Our digital services are strengthening this unicity and providing the mortar between these two offerings.
In a way, maybe it's reinforcing the fact that you are a solution provider, not just an equipment manufacturer.
Exactly.
Okay. After all these achievements, What are the next steps you have in mind?
For us, this is only the beginning of the journey. This year will definitively be a year focused on the deployment of our solutions in a moment where customers are calling for it. And we are also, of course, continuing to develop each of these services, each of these digital services to provide more functionalities to our customers today and tomorrow.
So more value for them.
Exactly.
Thank you, Damien, for sharing your experience. It was a very insightful exchange. Thank you.
Thank you, Mathieu. Thank you for your invitation.